Well, hello there folks and welcome back to Species. This is episode 8, I believe. Last episode didn't actually see that many suggestions down below. I saw a few comments, or actually maybe one comment about lowering the temperature. Maybe that would spur some carnivores. The whole having legs underwater thing is because we've allowed them to develop above water is one of the theories. But I do think, if we do leave it long enough, at some point, of course, we'll see some more, fewer legs and more swimming capabilities. These things are quite cute, though, I must admit. Anyway, hopefully the game doesn't crash too much here. We're actually on a new update. I think there's been 1 or 2 updates since we last played. Not really sure if removing these things will actually end up causing the game to crash, but we're not going to experiment too much around with that. We'll leave them on for the meantime, and then I think I'll slowly remove them as time passes. Right, one of the main things in the latest update, I think, had to do with the growth rate of plants. So forests and such grow much slower now. Not really sure why that's a thing, but that's how it is. And we'll see how that affects our world in a second. Now, all the creatures are very much similar still. They may have branched off into different trees. Oh, wow, you're burning. Seems to be quite hot here. But, yeah, they're not very different. So, I think we want to leave the simulation running for a little bit longer, and then that will spur some more variation that will be more fun to look at, I think. Alright, I thought perhaps we should stop there with that particular time-lapse because something worrying seems to be happening. We have a major species here, the dominant species, with 749 specimens, and there's a risk of certain branches here dying out, especially this one. Then there is, these green ones, they're okay, but then this is the dominant group. They are very similar to this, actually, but slightly different. We do not have any carnivores just yet, but there's like one with lungs here, a major species, but most of the other ones are aerobic. We've gone ahead and lowered the fertility to 0.4. It was at 0.8 before. Hopefully this spurs some death. I know that the actual fertility of the grass itself is automatic, since we have this setting on the world option of automatic population control, but otherwise things are okay here. Let's go back. As expected, this branch seems to have died out. These ones struggle on. The Tremor albonigati and the Xylor albonigati. Over here, they're spreading out, which is interesting. I wonder who lives in this environment. What kind of... one of the branches of the of that group. I'm thinking we should slowly just raise the water level just a little bit more here. Slight changes. Decrease the livable surface area on land. Maybe see some more water specimens. I think once we have islands, we could actually create separate biomes with actual diverging temperatures in each island. Here we already have this climate zone, but you know, this could be cut off by water. We'd have 4 different areas. I mean, we also have this biome here, but it's not very different, to be honest, from the area around it. It's very hard to judge what this is. Like, it's a hot desert, 42 degrees. Okay, the rest here is like... actually, that's pretty cold. But, okay, 20. Alright, so I guess this is pretty hot. So that could be a biome. The water fertility right now is at 0.8, which honestly is quite high. I think we're gonna lower it to be on par with the land fertility. Oh, this area is quite cool here. It's on the north part between the cold area and this other part, you know. It's almost like a little river or an inlet. Like a swamp area. It's kind of cute. I suppose this is a better angle here. As you can see, water rises, water goes down, and life moves on as usual. Moves on? Maybe puffers on? I don't know. I need to become more eloquent. You know, this is one of the things I want to do. Actually, I'd claim I'm quite eloquent when I write, but speaking to the like this to the microphone still is, you know, I'm making up words as I go along. Doesn't generally produce the best results. All the warm desert here has now become beach. I wonder if any palm trees will grow here, and what kind of creatures we'll see. We have quite a few branches being grafted, I don't know. Trying to come up with better words. Yes, as you can see, we have... Ooh, this one has a very tiny head. Over here, oh, the heads are... This group here really has sort of lost their heads, to be honest. Look at that. Amazing. Like, where is the head? Then we have these, and yeah, that's about it for now. Still quite similar, but I think they're growing in size and length. Alright, as you see there, lots of branches have died along the way, but the one surviving group. Oh, let's go back to like a view that's acceptable to us. Is this group here has chugged along and become branched out into all of these different specimens. It's nice that we're getting some variation. Now that one is quite something right there. 3 specimens of this. I really hope they do well. Does not look like they are going to do very well though. 1 specimen left. That's very unfortunate. Alright. Oh, 3 now. Okay. Maybe they'll survive. Alright, we're gonna save this creature here, just so that we have it exported. Wait, why is that window up? How did I turn that off? I don't remember. Right, it was H, I think. Yes, this is the thing I showed off in the last episode. I like how every time I open up the game for a second time on the save, which I had to do to export the creature there, because I had some problems, but the population just plummets at first. It's very interesting. Alright, these are the creatures we have here, but I think we're going to do one last time lapse. We're going to zoom out a little bit and see how the actual tree develops over time. Alright, we're 22 hours into the simulation here, and things don't really seem to have changed too much. I mean, yes, we do have, you know, as we saw there, this tree has developed quite a lot. If we zoom in here, we'll see we have, I think 3 branches again, to be honest. 1 more removed. Oh, what happened there? 1 more removed, and then a couple here. Yes, we have this group here, this group over here, we have this one, and then these individuals who are almost standing straight up. Kind of interesting. No carnivores yet, so I don't know how to make that develop and work out, but that's how it looks. We haven't really seen many new colors here. Everything is like a shade of pink or white, which is also sort of disappointing. But anyway, I think that will have to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Leave suggestions down below on what to do in this map, if we should change map, or yeah, mostly what we should do on this map. We've come so far, right? And I'll see you later. Don't forget to share, also leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. This has been GameCapster. I'll see you later. Farewell.